Ready? Here. Good morning. Good morning. How do you do? Here, Toby dogs. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, the grass coming so nice this year. The grass is looking really nice. Good morning. Good morning, 1 million in the building. Hold on, Tobe. Hold on, Tobes. It'll get trash. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button with my pinky finger. Turn. That's funny. I chased out the 1 million in the building. Oh, that kid cuts my grass. You can obviously see that I take pride in my grass, but the next door neighbor comes and cuts 10 foot over into my lawn and cuts it really damn short so it looks terrible. Dumbass. I've lived next door to dumbasses for 40 years. They're just not that bright. Look at that jackass. My pet peeve is people that block the sidewalk. That guy's gonna try to block the sidewalk the whole rest of the year. What a jackass. Like he owns the sidewalk, but that's the way they park. That's the way these guys park in this town, blocking the sidewalk. That's all right. We'll take care of that. Good morning, 2 million in the building. How are you today? Come on, little Toby. Come on, let's keep moving. We're walking today. We're not goofing off. Oh, wow, look at all the bushes. Somebody took a tree down, huh? That's a whole tree's worth of shrub bushes. Or yeah, that's a whole tree's worth of stuff. Multiple. They must have took some shrubs out. Oh, I see. They took a bunch of shrubs out on the side of the house. They must have been there for decades to get that big. We're gonna wander the neighborhood this morning for an hour, see if we can't get a little exercise in on this dog. We might make it an hour. We'll go as far as my knees will go. Leave it. Zero million. Toby, this is like when we first started. Our last live stream from last week had 1,500, over 1,500 views. And since then, I think we had 17 views yesterday. This YT's crazy. One day they promote your video, and the next they don't. We will survive. Unlike when we see the yards with no weeds. It's like I feel a kinship to the people, to the yards with no weeds. It's quite an effort. When I walk through my yard, when I'm cutting the grass or just walking through or sitting there, just in the side and the front. The backyard's a different story. The backyard where Toby plays, there's no chemicals there. I don't ever let him put the chemicals down. Well, last year I let him once. Next time they come, I'm gonna let him again. I'll let him put the chemicals back there where Toby plays just because there's all kinds of dandelions growing. And I don't want that. Anyhow, we stayed up late last night working. Worked and worked and fell asleep. Woke up and went back to work. Worked and worked, fell asleep. Woke up, went back to work. I did that until about 12:30. Falling asleep, waking up, falling asleep, waking up. I keep really good notes as I go, so I know exactly where I left off and what I was doing. I was just grabbing files out of data bank. I think there was 30 some files I had to grab, almost 40. You don't just grab a file out of a data bank, right? You got to grab it. You got to save it as. Well, first of all, you got to know the nomenclature, right? The nomenclature, the labeling. You got to know how to label it correctly. Toby Tobes doing his thing. It's the blue bag challenge. Whoops, wrong bag. Blue bag challenge time, fam. Are we ready? Stay. Is everybody ready? Let me get one of these. I thought I had one. That was already spread open. I don't. Blue bag challenge of the day. Who is buried in Grant's tomb? It's our first blue bag challenge of the day. Who is buried in Grant's tomb? Who is buried in Grant's tomb? That's our whoopsie. That's our first blue bag challenge of the day. First person to get a question answered correctly wins one sub and 1 hour of W8. One sub and 1 hour of W8 for the first correct answer to the blue bag challenge of who's buried in Grant's tomb. Wait. First correct answer wins the prize. No one's gonna get the answer right. Nobody's gonna get the answer because there's nobody there. That's hilarious. From 1500 to 0. Come on, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. What are we on? Zero millions and 1 million likes. That's okay. We can deal with that. 1 million billion. 1 million billion. Not even a million in the house. Not even one. But that's okay. We've only been on 12 minutes. It seems to me that people don't show up for the first 20 minutes of this morning live stream, and then it's on. So here we are, another beautiful morning, walking through the neighborhoods. Just me and the Tobster. Okay, come on. Me and the Tobalicious. 'Huh. Hey, hey, don't torture me today, Toby. Wow, look at this guy's grass. He's got weeds, but his grass is nice and thick and under control. Look at that. Not as nice as mine, but nice. Zero million, 0 million, 0 million, 0 million. That's our song for 0 million. That's our song for 0 million in the house. There must be a lot going on this morning for there to be 0 million. Uh-uh. Come here. Knock it off. Uh-uh. Leave it. Little brat. And I stepped on his foot. Front paw. Some days he's such a brat. Hey, right here. Right here. With me. With me. Wait. Wait. Leave it. Wait. Wait for me. Wait for me. Wait, wait, wait. You never know what these dogs are smelling everywhere when they stop and sniff in the grass, but I'm sure he's sniffing a girl dog. I'm sure that's what he's smelling, otherwise he wouldn't sit there so long. Hey, rooster crowing. Did you hear the rooster? Did you hear the rooster crowing right here in the city? My neighbor across the street that has chickens, rarely hear a rooster crowing. Very rarely. Every once in a while, I'll hear one of her chickens going off. When she's got one chicken that's when it lays an egg, it makes all kinds of noise. Hey, hey, slow down, Toby. This leash is only so long. How's your morning? 1 million in the building. Good morning, and how do you do? Coming to you from the Toby Walk. Something out in the middle of the street there. Is that a rabbit? Is that a rabbit? He hasn't seen it yet. Yes, it's a rabbit. Let's get him reeled in. Come, leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Oh my goodness. We're gonna walk right by this rabbit. Leave it. Leave it. Hey, leave it. Hey, hey, hey. There. We made it past the rabbit. Sorta. He's still looking back. Hey, hey, hey. He's just too wild. He's just too wild. Wild boy, hey, knock it off. Makes you not want to walk him. Who wants to walk a monster when every step hurts? Hey, hey, I keep telling you, slow down. Oh, this dog. I love him to death, but try walking him. He's not as bad as Theo, though. My friend's Theo, my neighbor, my neighbor Al, the big black dog that we walk up on every once in a while. That dog, you'd lose your mind. I would lose my mind trying to walk it. because he really pulls. Hey, these guys are close to weed free. No, now I see them. All kinds of weeds. It was looking good back there for a minute. Uh-uh. Anastasia, good morning to you. 1 million in the building. Welcome, welcome. How are you today, Anna? We've been walking alone pretty much. 0 millions in the building, but you're right there. How was the night? Oh, it was a strange night. I was I was gonna work until like midnight, 1 o'clock anyway, but I fell asleep. I started falling asleep around 9. I think I was asleep from 9 to 10 in front of the computer. And then I woke up and I got back to work. And then for the next 2 hours, I was working, and then I'd fall asleep, and then I'd work, and I'd fall asleep. I must have did it 10 times. You see the squirrel up there bouncing around? He's right there moving. Can you see it moving around? Yeah, it happened a bunch of times till I think it was around 1 o'clock, 1:30. I finally got up and went to bed. Come on, come on. And then I slept good from whatever time, 1:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30. I slept until uh I think it was 5:30 a.m. and then I started dealing with emails and things like that. How was your day? I was live. I have just ended and see Titlepro has been live 21 minutes. Yep. How was your morning or your afternoon going? What is it? It's right at noon, isn't it? Noon your time? Uh-uh. I I did not. I had until midnight last night to register for a dog show. And then I changed my mind at the last minute and didn't do it. I think I'll just save up for the big dog show. There's a great big one coming up in a different state. I think I'll just save up for that one. Wow, look at this guy's yard. This guy's got his grass is all one kind. I've got several different kinds of grass in my yard and no weeds. This guy's got no weeds, but he's got all one kind of grass. How did he do that? I gotta grow a big patch of grass again this year. Last weekend, last Friday, there was a contractor came over and moved a big hill of dirt off of the side of my garage. There'd been a big hill of dirt there for years, and I had ordered decades ago. Oh my goodness. I had ordered 3 or 4 yards of dirt, and they brought me 10 or 11. They brought me over twice as much as what I ordered. And I could even I give away I used as much as I could. And then all the neighbors came over and got all they wanted. And there was still too much left. But there was nothing I could do about it. So I just grew grass over it. All these years, I've just been cutting grass on this hill on the side of my garage. Hey, Survival Empire. Welcome, welcome. Oh, he wakes me up in the morning. Trust me. If I'm not up by 7, he's right there. Yeah, I think we will wait till the next dog show in Ohio. I'll have to look at my spreadsheet. There's another one that Wednesdays tomorrow's the last day to sign up for another one. I'll have to look at it real close. I've been the one the one that has the closing date tomorrow. I've gone to that dog show the last 2 years, and there's only ever been 2 or 3 border collies. Toby needs to go where there's gonna be 5 males at the least, where he'll be number 6. We've gotta have, major wins. These little wins aren't gonna do it. We need to get ready for the July 4th weekend. We're gonna start riding our bike again soon here. Last week, I told myself I'd start this week, but it's hard to do something that early in the morning where you gotta get up and go someplace. I was in the rhythm last year where we got up and left and went and did our bike ride and walk in the morning and was still home on time to start work. I'll just have to get back in that mode, right? Yes, it's 2:29 p.m., says Anastasia. It's 6:30 a.m. for Survival Empire. Survival Empire at 6:30. You're an hour before me. Are you in Canada? Canada or islands? I think it's the only thing 1 hour difference earlier than me. I'm on USA Eastern Standard Time. I gotta outsmart this dog. Come on. He wants to be so far out there pulling on me, and I don't want to. Come on. I don't want him pulling on me like that. Hey, Yeah, can you imagine if you had this outside your shop, Anna? If this is the way it was between your shop and the road, had you some nice grass like that, your chickens, you could put your chicken cage out there, your chicken house. Did I show you my neighbor's new chicken house? They put the old one out to the curb. The old chicken house, I think they told me they paid oh, 300 or 400 bucks for it 20 years ago. And this chicken house they got now, I think she said it was around 500 bucks. 500 USD. It's a really nice one. We'll get a glimpse of it one of these days. Something like that you could put right out front of your shop. One of these chicken houses like they have here. Yeah, imagine that. You could be laying down in the grass. Now this guy's got good grass, no weeds, but his grass is like mine. Multiple different kinds mixed together. Here's another one with no weeds. Everybody's using good chemicals on the grass. All these yards are weed free. Come on. Hey, come. Everybody down this street here is taking care of their grass. You know, when I was a young guy, I didn't take care of my grass. It was full of weeds. I just cut it. It would get long, and I'd get tired of looking at it, and I'd cut it. Oh, look at that new driveway. New driveway, new sidewalk. They're probably getting new patio. You know, that concrete work costs money, boy. That's probably $15,000 worth of concrete there. Leave it. Concrete work isn't cheap. Are you I imagine you're chopping already. Hey, Anna. Like done. Hey, Wamuyu, welcome, welcome. Welcome and happy Tuesday to you. How are you today? Hey, hey, leave it. Uh-uh, uh-uh. Where you supposed to be? Where you supposed to be? Get where you're supposed to be. Leave it. Good boy. Come on, good boy. Come on, good boy. We don't walk down this street very often. I'm not much for being on busy streets like this. It's kind of cool this morning. It's not cold. I just have a t-shirt on and a jacket. No long john, no thermal underwear, no hoodies. He's so interested in whatever's there. Come on. Oh, today's election day. So right after I walk Toby, I'm gonna go vote. I forgot all about today being it's Taco Tuesday and it's Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. That's a big holiday in Mexico. And uh most of the US celebrates it also because it's a party holiday where everybody eats Mexican food and gets drunk. Cinco de Mayo. They had a parade this last weekend in the town south of here, the town just south of us. They had parades on Saturday. Uh we didn't make any of that. There's also stuff going on today. There's going to be live bands playing and all kinds of food trucks and stuff going on. I think that starts this morning. I'll look into it. Maybe I'll go do that for lunch today. After I've got a meeting at 1 o'clock. Man, that Tuesday meeting is we went from having a every other Wednesday meeting to a every Tuesday meeting. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because the conversation went like this. The new supervisor says, "Oh, we don't need that. We don't need to have that meeting every other Wednesday. That's just too much. We only need to meet once a month or something." And then the next week, I get an email saying, "Our new meeting schedule is every month or every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock their time, which is no 1 o'clock my time. I'm sorry, 11:30 my time. What a crazy time. For them, it's right before lunch, but for me, it's right at lunch. That's what time my friend always wants to meet is 11:30. I'll have to he's changing shifts pretty soon anyway. Let's see what's this say. Chana Z's twist. Good morning, good morning. How are you today, Chana? Hello, Toby and Titlepro. Hello to you. Hello to you. Hey, Share Bear. Hey fam, I don't look at the chat while I'm walking. Wamoyo says she's bushing. I'm sure she's at work. Hello, TP and all. Come on, Tobus. Anastasia says if it's voting day in Kenya, you could find many people in the street, but there I can't see anyone. No, no, everybody's going to drive to the polling place. Here, everybody's got a car. No matter how beat up. Look at this one. Look at that car. Look how beat up that is. No matter how beat up the cars are, everybody's got one. Everybody's got one, and they go all over in it. But the voting, like everywhere else, the voting happens in different, excuse me, locations around the city. Our voting place is at City Hall in that great big building that we walk by all the time with the big clock on it. City Hall, yeah, that's where I vote. I've been voting there for, oh, shoot, probably 30 years. Before that, I'm trying to think of where we voted before that. We used to vote someplace else. And then it got switched to City Hall. Some voting places are in schools, some are in libraries, uh, sometimes old churches, or even currently used churches they use for voting places too. It just depends. But you got to vote in your particular voting place. You can't go vote some in a different spot of town. You got to vote in your precinct or ward. Here we have wards. 2 million in the building. Hey, hey, hey. And politicians making noise everywhere. Here it's pretty low key. I imagine in the bigger cities, you'll have protesters and counter protesters at the voting sites. You'll have people with picket signs. I know I see it on the news all the time during voting season in other places, but you pretty much don't get that here. We're pretty laid back. Most people, 90% of the people, uh, it's none of your business how they vote or what political party you belong to. But there's always that 10% that wants everybody to think the way they do, and they're out protesting and making noise, damaging things. But we don't really get that here. I'm trying to think. There was a couple people holding signs on one of the main corners in town last month for a week or so. Every once in a while, when they have the big nationwide protests, there'll be 50 or so people out there, and it's always it's the same people, same type of people. What the heck is that? Somebody somebody brought their vacuum cleaner out here to throw away. That's funny. Somebody brought a this is a trail. This is a rail trail. It's like a city park, a walking trail, city park walking trail thing. And here's a trash can on that rail trail. And somebody brought their household throwaway out here to throw it away in a park. I tell you, these people here, let me tell you, they're crazy. Look at that tree. Isn't that a tree? Look at the branches. Crazy branches, huh? Look, there's that one, and there's its twin right there. They must have came from the same seeds because they're the same. They're the same. Wow. Toby, Toby. Hey, fam, remember to hit that like button. Remember to hit that like button. Toby Dogs. This is Toby Dog, if you're new. Toby Dog, Toby Dog. He's 3.5-year-old border collie. He's pretty much a low energy dog, as far as border collies go. But a low energy border collie is a high energy anything else besides Malinois. Where you going? Work, work. Yes, ma'am. I'll be there soon too. Got about 20 minutes to go, 15 minutes to go before it's time to work, work, work. Yep, this is Border Collie Toby. He's 3.5 years old, about, and he just hangs out and lives the good life. Part of the good life is just sitting down wherever you want, right? Dropping your. Nobody won the blue bag challenge from earlier. There was nobody in the room when I when the blue bag challenge went out. So we're going to use that same question. Blue bag challenge. Ugh. Who is buried in Grant's tomb? Who is buried in Grant's tomb? First to reply. Toby, come here. Hey, hey, no. Dang it. Bam, I might have to say goodbye. I might have to say goodbye. Toby done run off after a rabbit, and I don't know where he went. Toby, he broke free from me. I have no idea where he went. Toby, come over here. Come over here. Hey, come here, bad boy. Come here, bad boy. That dog. I'm in somebody's yard. Come here. Hopefully I don't get shot. Come here. Hey, hey. What a bad boy. What a bad boy. Ruined my day. Come on. What a terrible dog. Hey, would you quit? Anyhow, lost track of what I was saying. Hey, Ola Joe, welcome, welcome. I just had to chase Toby down. I didn't do much chasing. I was walking. I was cleaning up his mess, his dog mess, and he broke free from me. Little brat. There was a rabbit or a squirrel. Anyhow, how are you today, Ola Joe? Yeah, it's it's nice out here. Oh, these guys need to cut their grass. This is crazy. That's 12 inches high in some spots. They're gonna have fun with that. I wonder what happened. The people didn't cut their grass. Usually, when it gets bad like this, that means somebody's sick. Oh, and their water bib's leaking. Their water hose is leaking terrible. I've already been in somebody's yard. I'm not gonna go in their yard and turn off their water hose. Hey, look, somebody's got a Trump sign. Somebody still got their Trump sign up. Yep, it's a beautiful day in the Midwest. I was waiting for it to rain. I think it rained last night. I remember hearing the thunder and lightning, but I don't know if the rain actually came down. I've got a spot in the yard that I gotta grow grass on, but I've missed the week-long rains already. So whenever I plant it, I'm gonna have to water it. I did get my hoses out, but I haven't connected anything yet this year. I got some of the hoses out and stretched a couple of them. I like to use just one spigot, one of the house spigots, and then use I've got I don't know, like a deflector, a series of valves so I can turn on the different water hoses. I don't have in-ground watering. I just move my sprinkler around when I need it. Maybe someday in the future we do in-ground, but I doubt it. Yeah, thanks for coming by, Ola Joe. Having your coffee? I haven't gotten anything yet. Hey, Nate DeChovy. Welcome, welcome. Good morning to you. We're out getting our walk on. We're actually headed back towards the house now. It's almost time to start the day. Here's a nice, neat yard. Nice and neat. Only a few weeds. I need to get my sidewalk edged like this, nice and straight. I use a string trimmer, and I don't ever get it really straight. It needs actual edger on it. But I'm not gonna go buy one. No, no, no. This one's nice too. This one here's no weeds at all. Oh, I see one. That's a nice lawn there. That's how nice and tight mine's looking this year. And I let it grow longer this year too. I'm gonna last year at the end of the year I let the I raised the cutting deck up, and I'm gonna leave it longer this year. You're supposed to let it grow to 3 inches. You're supposed to leave it at 3 inches, but to me that's so long you gotta cut the grass every other day when it's 3 inches. Yeah, that one back there was perfectly manicured. Excellent description. Yep. Blocking the driveway. Blocking the drive or the blocking the sidewalk. I hate that. Jackasses. Why do they do that? I didn't pull that apple tree this weekend either. I didn't get much of nothing done. I did the exact opposite of getting something done this weekend. Saturday, I watched movies, and Sunday, I goofed off and watched movies instead of working. I did a little bit of yard work. I cut the grass and ran the weed whacker, but that was it. Did you guys get your yard work done this weekend? I'm sure you've gotten to your spring cleanup, right? I used to dread that spring cleanup every year. And then I got one of those leaf blowers, and wow, what a difference the leaf blower makes, a real powerful one, 'cause it you can clean everything out of your grass in the fall, so it's not there rotting all winter, messing up your yard, you know what I mean? And so that's what we did. We, Toby and I. Last few years, I've been blowing the yard out, and it sure makes a difference in the springtime. In the springtime, I don't have to do anything except cut grass. I don't have to rake or leaf blow or anything. Come on, Toby. This is what I'm dealing with this morning. You don't want to come. Come on. Come on. Come on. Crazy boy. Ever since I took all the bushes and trees out of my yard looks barren. There's no landscaping on it other than the grass and and a tree, the peach tree. I saved my peach tree. We had a frost uh Monday night last week, Friday or Saturday night. We had a frost. I think it was Saturday night, and I built a box around my peach tree, all up in the air, so that the frost wouldn't get on my peach tree. And I and there wasn't any damage on it. It got so cold, and last year, nope, I didn't have any fruit, and the neighbor across the street didn't have any fruit because we had a late freeze after the flowers bloomed, after the blossoms came out. We had a freeze. I think it was a couple nights in a row, and it killed off all the fruit. So there was no fruit in the neighborhood last year on the fruit trees. But this year, now my neighbor's peach tree died, so he's just got apple trees back there. And he's got a big bush that has figs on it. He's got a fig bush. Uh, my little peach tree is gonna give me peaches. There's all kinds of blossoms on it this year. And we gotta get a new apple tree out. I gotta dig that one that died and put a new one in. Hopefully we'll have apples next year. I'm bumming that we don't have apples this year. I was looking forward to it. But that apple tree didn't make it through the winter. I should have let them replace it last year when they replaced the peach tree. The store was gonna replace the apple tree too because it had a dead branch on it. And I told him, "No, no, just leave it. It's already rooted in, blah, blah, blah." And, so they left it. They gave me a new peach tree, but, then the rest of the apple tree died. It's got a couple, like, sprouts growing out of the trunk in the bottom, but I'm just gonna take it out, put a new one in there. I'll try to go find a bigger, healthier one. The last year's that tree that's been there, come on, was a grafted tree, and it had 3 different kinds of apples on it. It was an expensive tree. That's got me bummed out. I'll have to go looking for another one, but I'm not gonna go back to the same store I got that tree from, the 2 trees that died. My neighbor across the street, the chicken people, they've got apple trees that have been there for 20 years probably, and they bought them at the hardware store. They didn't even get them at a nursery, and they've had all kinds of apples. They're really mature trees. Here's another house with overgrown grass. I wonder what's going on here. People haven't cut their grass. They used to have a really nice yard here. I wonder what happened. I see all kinds of weeds this year. You know, the cost of the lawn spraying people has gone up. Maybe that's what's got them. I have the lawn service come because I don't want to mess with the chemicals. I don't want to mess with the the little spreader and all that. That's just more stuff to mess with. So I think they're called True Green. I let them come. They do a really good job with their lawn chemicals. So by this fall, I'll be getting new planting plants to put in. I'm not gonna do it before summer. That'll just be more watering. Plus, it'll give me more time to save money. You know, plants aren't cheap. So the landscaping place has already drawn the design. It's just a matter of me paying them. Paying them to come implement the design. So I gotta save up. The first thing I want to get done is get the fence in. But Toby's got more room to run. The bigger fence. But even that, there's a lot to that. You just don't dig the holes in the, you know what I mean? You got to plan what you're going to do from you got to plan what you're going to do from here to here, whether you're going to put gravel or plants or you know what I mean? Because you can't just put the fence at the side of the sidewalk anymore. You got to be back like 18 inches or something stupid, 12 inches. My old fence was right at the edge of the sidewalk, but it got taken down when my kids were little. Should have left it up. That'd be a perfect fence for Toby, except for it's really close to the sidewalk. The closer you are to the sidewalk with the fence, that means the closer the dog is when they're running along the fence barking at people. I guess it's better to have it away from the sidewalk, right? Right, fam? I'm just wandering on and on with my thoughts today. What do you think, Tobe? We are almost home. Almost time to get to work. Well, first I gotta feed a dog, feed a cat, feed a Titlepro. Wait, feed a Titlepro, feed a dog, feed a cat, and then get to work. I'm sure everybody else is at work already, right? Anastasia, Wamuyo. Oh, there's a squirrel. But he's all excited. Squirrel running along the fence line. Okay, come on. Come on back here with me. Come on back here with me. Well, fam, we've reached that moment. The moment where it's time to start saying goodbye. Thanks everyone for coming to visit and hanging out with us this morning. It's always fun. Oh, that guy's car got smacked. It's always fun to walk with friends in the morning. Walking with Toby's good, but it's always better when you got someone to chit chat with. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. We're going to try to. We're going to go in here and cook up some eggs with chorizo sausage in it, and we got some tortillas, some corn tortillas. So we're going to make little egg tacos. Doesn't that sound good? Doesn't that sound good? Yeah, you're never going to catch that squirrel. Oh, there's a little black squirrel. Did you see it? Did you see the little black one? Usually around here they're red. Usually we got just the red squirrels around here. There's a big red one up there in the tree. He's looking down at us. Let's see if I can zoom in before Toby breaks my arm. There's the little squirrel. That's what he's after. That's what he wants to do up, but it's never going to happen. Sorry about that. No, 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 no. You're going to finish this walk comfy to me. Yes, everybody have a great day. Thanks for coming to visit. We're going to do our thing and do our thing for 8 hours, and then we get to do our own thing. We got to do the work thing for 8 hours before we do our own thing. But that's okay. Gotta work. Gotta work. Those squirrels are very lucky they're not in Kenya. Here, dogs, don't spare them. No, here. Yeah, I'm gonna have the egg tacos this morning, Anna. Egg tacos. Now, now you're gonna see some really green grass. We're coming around the corner to my little homestead, and you'll see some green grass without weeds. With me, Toby. Look, there's the old chicken house. See, Anna, you can have a chicken house like that out in front of your shop. Here's where I had the dirt removed. There was big dirt hills here and had it all regraded, they call it. Got it all right. Now I can get in there. I'm gonna plant grass. Could put a little garden right here, but maybe next year. I gotta paint my garage. All kinds of work to do. Yeah, look at that grass there. Ooh, isn't that some nice looking grass? There's no weeds and it's green and tight. There's different kinds of grasses in there. It's not all the same kind. I just cut it Saturday, I cut it. The kid that cuts my grass didn't come all weekend. Ooh, look, I missed a spot. I missed cutting right over here. That's the green grass. Look at the lines and the cut lines, just like a baseball field. Dead apple tree. Oh, that burns my butt. That burns my butt that that apple tree died on me like this. Look, there's nothing. I broke all the tips off. I got so mad. There's nothing. But then these got these little branches down here growing. It was suggested to me that I chop the tree right here and let those branches grow. They'll grow pretty fast, being that it's a big rooted tree. But I don't want to even. I don't know. It'll all be one kind of apple. It won't be. Oh no, look at that. That ain't gonna grow. Time to take that down. That's too bad. Anyhow, let's take a look at the peach tree. All the red flowers are gonna be peaches. And there's even new growth on the tips. Look at that. All the new growth. And there's even more buds growing in the if we look at this new growth, there's a new bud in there too. So we'll have peaches. Look at them. We'll have peaches, but we won't have apples. Come on, Toby. Come on, Toby. See, I need to get the edger on here. See the edge along my sidewalk? I just use a weed whacker so it's not dug in. I need to get the edger on it. I don't have one though. Anyhow, it's been real and it's been fun. I get more grass seed here. The grass grew in good here, except for it's sparse. It didn't grow everywhere here, but it did grow in. This was all just dirt. There were some 100-year-old bushes here. Here's berry bushes. These are coming in nice. This one's coming in really nice. This one always does. They're everbearing, so they'll have berries on them all. But once they start having berries on them, they'll have berries for the rest of the year. They'll just keep making more and more. They're called everbearing. All right, folks, time to say goodbye for real. I'm not a professional goodbyer like my friend, uh, my bestie Anastasia. She's a professional goodbyer. Time to say goodbye. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you on the streets, of course. I'll see you at Anastasia's. In between now and there, you'll see me all over. Anna comes on around in 3.5 hours. So between now and then, we'll see each other on the street somewhere. I'm gonna let you go. I'm not gonna do a raid from the cell phone today. We'll let it slide. Y'all behave and be cool. I want to recruit student. Hmm. Y'all be cool, and we'll see you next time. See you on the streets, fam. Bye, everybody. Bye.